Men often say, Jessica, I can never tell if she's into me or just being nice. And every time I hear that, I smile. Because the truth is, women are constantly giving you signs. You're just not trained to read them. You see, attraction isn't always spoken. It's shown. It's hidden in glances, gestures, movements, and micro-expressions that tell you more than 1,000 words ever could. Today, I'm going to decode those signals for you, the 5 body language signs that reveal when a woman wants you to approach her. But here's the twist. Most men miss these signs because they look for confidence, not curiosity. A woman who wants you to approach her doesn't always act bold. She acts open. And if you learn to recognize that difference, you'll never second guess again. Her eyes search for you, not just look at you. Let's start with the eyes, because they never lie. A woman who's interested doesn't just look at you, she looks for you. That means her gaze isn't accidental, it's intentional. You might notice her scanning the room, and when her eyes find you, they pause. She holds your gaze just long enough to let you know she's seen you, then looks away, pretending not to care. But a few seconds later, she'll do it again. And again. That's not coincidence. That's testing comfort. She's checking, does he notice me back? Is he confident enough to hold eye contact? And when you respond, not by staring, but by smiling gently, acknowledging her, she feels safe. That's when the game begins. Because eye contact is not attraction, it's invitation. It's her way of saying, I see you, now see me. And if you ignore that signal, she'll think you're either blind or uninterested. And in her mind, that opportunity quietly disappears. So remember, when her eyes find you twice, it's not random. That's your green light. She mirrors you without realizing it. The human brain is wired for connection. When we like someone, our body subconsciously starts to mirror them. It's a psychological phenomenon called limbic synchronization. So if you notice her copying your movements, even slightly, that's not coincidence. It's chemistry. Watch for these cues. You lean on the bar, and moments later, she leans too. You take a sip of your drink, and so does she. You laugh softly, and she follows with her own. Mirroring isn't manipulation, it's instinct. It's her body's way of saying, I'm aligned with your energy. But here's the key, gentlemen. If she's mirroring you, don't rush. Slow down. Lead with calm confidence. Because mirroring is her way of letting you lead the rhythm. If you move too fast, she'll pull back. But if you stay composed, she'll relax. And keep following. You don't need to dominate the room to get her attention. You just need to make her feel safe in your presence. And mirroring is her body's first language of safety. Her body faces you, even when her words don't. Hear something most men overlook: alignment. If you're talking in a group, watch her feet, not her face. Because your feet tell the truth before your lips do. When a woman's interested, her entire body unconsciously orients toward you, her feet, her hips, her shoulders. Even when she's talking to someone else, she'll subtly angle herself in your direction. That's her energy saying, I want to stay open to you, even if I can't talk to you yet. It's not loud. It's not obvious. It's quiet interest wrapped in social grace. But if she's closed off, legs crossed away, arms folded, shoulders turned, she's not inviting engagement. Body language never lies. And when she does turn fully toward you while smiling, that's not just being friendly. That's her way of clearing the runway for you. You just have to land with confidence. Gentlemen, understand this. Women rarely ask for attention. They allow it. Her posture tells you whether the door is open. If she faces you fully, it's open. Don't overthink it. Walk through it. She plays with her appearance when you're near now. This one is subtle, but incredibly powerful. If you notice a woman adjusting her hair, fixing her clothes, or touching her jewelry when you're nearby, that's not vanity, that's attraction management. When a woman becomes self-aware of her looks in your presence, it's her body preparing for your attention. She's thinking not consciously, am I presentable? Does he see me the way I hope he does? And it's not just hair and makeup, it's tone, it's voice, it's laughter. Her energy becomes softer, more fluid, almost playful. But here's where many men go wrong. They think it's an act. It's not. It's a biological reflex. Her body language shifts from neutral to nurturing. She's trying to create comfort between you and her. When she plays with her hair, it's not flirting in a cheap way. It's self-soothing. Her nerves reacting to attraction. She's not performing for you. She's reacting to you. And when you respond calmly, not aggressively, You give her the comfort to stay in that energy. That's when attraction deepens. She finds reasons to be near you without saying a word. This one's the most powerful and the most misread. When a woman wants you to approach, she'll create proximity opportunities. That means she'll move within your orbit, not too close, not too far, just enough to be seen. She might accidentally walk by, stand beside you at the counter, or linger near your table. She's not waiting for coincidence. She's waiting for courage. It's her way of saying, I won't make the first move, but I'll make the move possible. Women are intuitive communicators. They understand that a man's approach must feel natural, not forced. So when she places herself within your path repeatedly, that's her silent invitation. Ignore it, and you send the message that you can't read energy. A confident man always notices energy. So next time she's nearby, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, don't assume it's coincidence. That's a window of opportunity. And windows don't stay open forever. Reading is respect now before you rush to use these signs as a checklist. Let me remind you, reading her body language isn't about control, it's about respect. Because when you understand her nonverbal signals, you don't interrupt her boundaries, you align with them. That's what makes a man stand out. Not because he's bold, but because he's aware. Awareness is magnetic. And the truth is, women don't want men who chase validation. They want men who read the room, respect energy, and act with calm confidence. So now you know the first half of the code, the visible signs that she wants you to approach her. But what happens after you approach? What does her body language reveal once the conversation begins? That's what we'll explore in the next part. Because attraction doesn't end with eye contact. It evolves with connection. You did it. You saw the signs, the glances, the mirroring, the proximity. And now you've taken that step most men never take. You approached her. Now here's the truth most men don't realize. Approaching isn't the end of the test. It's the beginning. Because once you make contact, once she hears your voice, feels your presence, her body language instantly changes. Not because she's rejecting, but because she's evaluating you. Women don't just listen to your words. They read your energy. Every move, every pause, every tone. And if you can read her body language during this moment, you'll know exactly what she's thinking without her saying a word. Her pupils dilate when she looks at you. This is subtle but powerful. When someone is attracted to you, their pupils expand. It's biology. Her eyes literally open up to let in more of what they like. You'll notice it when you're close, not from across the room. If you're talking and you see her eyes widen slightly or stay fixed on yours longer than usual, she's not zoning out, she's locked in. Her body is saying, I like this energy, stay. But here's the secret, if you stare too hard or move too fast, her pupils will constrict again. That's her system protecting itself. So the goal isn't to overwhelm her with confidence. It's to keep your energy grounded, calm, and consistent. Because attraction thrives in safety, and a woman's eyes reveal exactly when she feels it. She angles her body closer as you talk. One of the clearest signs that she's genuinely engaged is orientation. If she turns her body slightly toward you, even while you're talking casually, she's signaling comfort and curiosity. But here's the nuance. A woman's orientation is progressive. At first, she might face halfway, shoulders toward you, but hips slightly away. As she grows more comfortable, her feet will start to shift too. That's attraction evolving in real time. And if she's smiling, leaning forward, or maintaining eye contact while listening, you've passed the first test. She's not just hearing you, she's feeling you. But if she takes a step back or turns away while you're talking, don't chase her space. That's her saying, I need a second to breathe. A confident man respects that and gives her room to return, because if she's genuinely into you, she will. She touches her neck or collarbone while listening. This one is beautiful and deeply subconscious. When a woman is drawn to someone, her body naturally exposes vulnerable areas, like the neck or collarbone. It's an ancient signal of trust and softness. So if you're talking and she lightly touches her neck, tucks her hair behind her ear, or traces her collarbone, that's not nervousness. That's attraction meeting awareness. She's opening her posture, unconsciously inviting emotional closeness. Soft violin or piano cue in background, romantic but elegant. But be careful, this is a delicate moment. If you make a suggestive comment or act arrogant, that openness closes instantly. You see, vulnerability is the purest form of attraction, and how you respond to it determines whether she keeps trusting you. So when she softens her gestures, soften your energy too. Match her tempo, mirror her calm. That's how emotional connection begins. Not with words, but with resonance. Her voice changes around you. Yes, attraction has a sound. When a woman likes you, her voice naturally becomes softer, slower, more melodic. It's not a performance. It's a physiological response. Her body releases oxytocin and dopamine, her vocal cords relax, and her tone subtly changes. If you notice her talking slower, laughing more often, or teasing gently, that's emotional rapport forming. But here's the deeper layer. If she asks you questions, it means she's not just interested in being heard. She's interested in knowing you. And if she repeats something you said earlier, that's gold. That means she's emotionally tracking your conversation. When a woman invests emotionally, her voice and attention follow. So if she's asking questions and leaning in, don't overthink it. She's already giving you permission to lead the connection forward. She stays even when she could leave. This one is the most powerful and the most misread. If you approach her and she continues engaging, even after the logical moment to exit, she's not being polite. She's choosing presence. It could be a moment at the coffee shop, a brief encounter at the gym, or a short chat at a bookstore. When she doesn't have to stay, but she does, that's interest. You'll notice her body leaning toward you even as she says, "Anyway, I should go." But her tone softens, her pace slows, almost hoping you'll give her a reason to stay a little longer. That's your cue. You don't have to force it. Just say something simple. "It was really nice talking to you. I'd love to continue this conversation sometime." If she's genuinely interested, she'll smile, maybe look down for a second, then meet your eyes again. That's the unspoken yes. The test of energy. Now, here's what separates men who connect from men who confuse. Most men look for eye interest, but women test for energy. She's not asking, "Do you look good?" She's asking, "Do you feel good?" Because attraction isn't visual first, it's vibrational. It's about how your presence affects her nervous system. Does she feel safe? Does she feel curious? Does she feel alive? Those three sensations determine everything. When she's testing you, not rejecting you, here's something no one tells men. When she goes quiet, it's not always rejection. Sometimes she's testing your emotional control. If you start fidgeting, over-talking, or losing composure, she knows your confidence was a performance, not a foundation. But if you hold your calm, if you stay grounded and keep your tone steady, you show her you're emotionally mature. That's when attraction shifts from curiosity to respect. Because women aren't drawn to power, they're drawn to presence. Power impresses for a moment. Presence connects for a lifetime. The confidence equation. Let me tell you a secret most dating coaches never say. Confidence is not about being loud.